Hi, I'm Kimber Ribble. I am so glad you're here. I'm a stay-at-home wife, a homeschool mom of 3, and an essential oils business owner of Life Worth Young Living. My eye-opener to the hidden chemicals actually began with food. And in an attempt to save money a few years ago, I began cooking my food from scratch. And what had happened, what I wasn't expecting, is I actually lost a whole bunch of weight. And I just wondered how on earth that happened. This is weight that I started putting on after getting out of playing sports in college, and no amount of exercise was making any effect. And I had tried to, eat healthy, do what I thought was making healthy choices, and nothing was making any difference. So when I lost this weight, I had to evaluate, how did this happen? And what I realized, and what you may have figured out by now too, is that what I gave up was chemicals and preservatives. So this just baffled me, and I had to start doing some research and figuring out if this was doing this to my body, making me hold on weight, then what else was it doing to my body? So what I found was just overwhelming evidence of these chemicals in our food being linked to multiple health issues. And so then, of course, I felt the need to continue looking into these chemicals and look at not just what we're putting into our body, but what we are putting on our body and what we're exposed to regularly and what this is doing to us. And the information that I found was just as disturbing, if not even more shocking. And so that's what we are going to cover here today, is just learning about where these toxins and known carcinogens are, and some of the tricks of the trade even that they use to keep these things from us. And then some simple and just fantastic solutions to a more natural lifestyle. So with that, I am going to share some information with you. And this just takes a second, no matter how I've tried to swing this. It's just a difficult little thing here. But there we go. Okay, so we definitely want clean homes, and we work really hard to keep them that way. However, sometimes the household products that we use are actually more harmful to our health than just the things that we're cleaning up. So many ingredients in these popular products that we thought we could trust, are actually harmful to our health. And the problem is that most consumers don't even know that these are hidden dangers and where they are, and just how serious these health threats can be. And that's why it's really important that we educate ourselves and we find out what toxins we're regularly exposed to, and then we have to find ways to reduce and limit our exposure to them, and find other products to use that are safe and effective alternatives. Under the Fair Packaging and Labeling Act, companies actually have to tell their ingredients. However, they are not forced to tell their trade secrets. And what is in their trade secrets is some things that we likely really should know. So there's flavor and fragrance formulas that are made up of complex mixtures of synthetic and chemical ingredients that could be crucial to us. So we all go to the grocery store, Walmart, Target, wherever you do your shopping, and you go down the cleaning aisles and you see green and natural on the products that you need. And so you think, well, I'm gonna do right by my family. I'm gonna get the green and the healthy product, because that's gotta be better than the chemicals, right? Well, unfortunately, the industry has totally caught on to the fact that people are wanting changes, and they've responded full force with product lines claiming to be green and natural. But many of these are labeled this way just for marketing reasons. So they usually contain the same amount of chemicals. This misleading practice is called greenwashing. It's marketing to make products appear healthy when really they're not any different, but probably going to cost you more. For example, arsenic, uranium, mercury, and formaldehyde, these are all naturally occurring, and they're poisonous. So natural and green isn't necessarily the same thing as non-toxic. So who knows what some of the toxins are that we are regularly exposed to through our cleaning and personal care products? We're going to go through a few of these big ones right now. This isn't a complete list. There's so many more, but this is a really good starting point just to make you aware of not only what these chemicals are, but perhaps more importantly, what they can do to our health. And this just blows me away. For those of you who are really close to your alcohol, you might know that wine has 12% alcohol content, and beer has anywhere from 3 to 7% alcohol content. But your leading mouthwash actually has 26% alcohol. And then you add the phenyl and methyl salicylate, and that makes it even more toxic. So any mouthwash that is over alcohol content of 25% is linked to mouth, tongue, and throat cancer, which is very concerning. So there's an ongoing debate about the effects of the synthetic FD&C colors on children's behavior. Some studies have shown that mixtures of the synthetic colorings and preservatives sodium benzoate were associated with hyperactivity. So many of you might know somebody, or you may have seen this in your children as well, that there is a direct relation with the artificial colors and their behavior. Avoiding artificial colors such as caramel 3 and 4 is really important, as you can see there. But it's not actually all that easy, because the ingredients on the label of the FDA approved list only have to say artificial colors or sweeteners. So you can get a better list if you go to the FD&C certified list, because they actually have to show the full name or the abbreviated name, like FD&C Yellow 5 or Yellow 5. Or you could just avoid the artificial colors altogether. And then we have fragrances, which are in everything just about, and it is really no surprise that fragrance is one of top 5 allergens in the world. So fragrance is basically a secret mixture of chemicals, so it's a trade secret. Toluene, which is in fragrances, is a known neurotoxin that causes loss of muscle control, brain damage, headaches, memory loss, plus speech, hearing, and vision problems. And you yourself might have some issues of fragrances just triggering headaches, or you might know somebody who that happens to, and that is, you know, a direct response that we see automatically. But think about the long-term exposure that we've had with the fragrances and air fresheners and things of that such, and what could those have been doing to our body. And then we have heavy metals, which have estrogenic effects on breast cancer cells. And did you know that aluminum is the #1 ingredient in conventional antiperspirants? If you don't believe me, you can go take one of your things of antiperspirant deodorant and look at it, because I had to go check for myself. And yes, they all say aluminum as the #1 ingredient. So research reveals that it only takes very small amounts of aluminum to produce neurotoxicity through dietary aluminum intake. And since 1911, experimental evidence has repeatedly demonstrated that chronic aluminum intoxication is linked to Alzheimer's disease. Health risks associated to heavy metals. Look at this: tremors, changes in personality, restlessness, anxiety, sleep disturbance, depression, and lung, kidney, and bladder cancer. And this is mind-blowing. I mean, we've only been using deodorant since puberty, and we've been using it every single day, and it's really quite hazardous to us. Parabens are they're used as a preservative, and they're not always labeled. It's a cheap way for companies to make their products last longer without collecting bacteria. There was a study done by Journal of Applied Toxicology detecting high amounts of parabens in breast cancer cell growth. So parabens are able to bind to estrogen receptors, where they encourage the growth of breast cancer cells. It mimics natural estrogen that then leads to cancer. Polyethylene glycol, or PEG, is found in pretty much all of our personal care products, to include our baby items. So it's made by ethoxylating propylene glycol, which is the main ingredient in antifreeze. Ethoxylation is an industrial process in which ethylene oxide is added to alcohols and phenols to turn it into a surfactant. The EPA considers propylene glycol so toxic that they require gloves and goggles when disposing and burying of it. It is really important to know your products and your company. For example, PEG8 metafoamate is a derivative of metafoam seed oil used in Young Living's Kid Sense shampoo as a conditioner and in skincare products, including the bath gel as an emollient for the skin. The Kid Sense products were formulated to work with the pH of children, and therefore they were formulated differently than the other shampoos and bath gels. If you are ever in doubt of Young Living product ingredients, email them at productsupport@youngliving.com. They are wonderful at answering questions, and they're so happy to help you. Young Living likes the fact that their consumers care about what's in the product. So phthalates are in our plastics and our vinyls, and they're in there to keep it flexible, keep it soft. In our body sprays, cleaners, deodorants, lotions, and plastic packaging, and they're rarely listed on the label. So they affect hormone concentration and growth development. In animal studies on developing fetuses, they showed an increased risk of male reproductive organs and decreased birth weight. Scientists have observed that phthalates can increase the risk of a developing fetus for changes in male reproductive organs and changes in reproductive hormones and things like increased allergies and eczema. And they can affect the sperm quality of adults. Then we have sodium lauryl sulfate, or SLS, and this is one of the most dangerous ingredients used in cleaners and personal care products. This is what makes your shampoos and your soaps suds up. Laboratories use it to purposely irritate the skin on animals and humans so that they can then test the effectiveness of healing agents on the irritated skin. It is also a mouth irritant, which is crazy because it's in most of our toothpaste, and it can cause canker sores. SLS is corrosive. It's a pollutant, it's a pesticide, it's an irritant, it's shown to cause DNA mutations, and it's a penetration enhancer. And what that means is it breaks down the skin's protective barrier, bringing other chemicals deeper into the body. And then we have sunscreen, and this is a tough one because, you know, especially if you have little kids, you don't want your kids out there being sunburnt, and you don't want their skin damaged from the sun. So unfortunately, our alternative is usually to use sunscreen, which is absolutely loaded with chemicals, and it is a hormone disruptor in boys and girls. It's linked to allergies, low birth weight, and cell damage. And if you look at this definition here of cancer, is in any disease in which normal cells are damaged and they don't undergo programmed cell death as fast as they divide via mitosis. So when you think of cell damage, it should cause you to think of this definition as well. Also, really exciting, Young Living just came out with a mineral sunscreen. So now we have a safe and natural alternative to the chemical-laden sunscreen. So we don't have to choose anymore between letting our babies get burnt and loading them down with chemicals that have known carcinogens in them. The triclosan is an antibacterial ingredient. It's registered by the EPA as a pesticide. It's in most of our antibacterial soaps and hand sanitizers. It's classified as a chlorophenol, which is a chemical suspected of causing cancer. And there's studies showing that the overuse of these chemicals might actually be contributing to the antibiotic resistance. It also disturbs the thyroid, testosterone, estrogen regulation, which can create issues in early puberty, infertility, obesity, and cancer. And I don't know if you've noticed, but we've seen a lot of these chemicals having an effect on fertility and being cancerous. So how many of you use some type of personal care product this morning? Have you been thinking about that as I've been going through these? What things have you used today? Women use an average of 12 personal care products a day, and men use about 6. So each product can contain a dozen or so chemicals, and you add all of that up, and that is an awful lot of junk that we are just slathering on, we're spritzing it on, we're soaking in it every day. What we put on our bodies might actually be doing more harm than what we are putting in our bodies. But we definitely want to be careful of what we are putting in our bodies as well. Okay, so I hope that this is somewhat disturbing. And the reason is because I hope that you are then driven to go and do more research and to make some changes in your own home. But I also want to tell you that it's not hopeless. Ever since I started learning about the known carcinogens and the toxins, I actually had a big weight lifted off of my shoulders, because I used to be quite scared of cancer, just not knowing where it came from, not knowing the cause, and it seemed that everybody was getting it. I was terrified. We fear what we don't know, right? So in knowing where some of these things are and having the means to actually get rid of them and make a difference, then I don't feel so afraid anymore. I feel empowered. So I hope that you feel the same. So some of the things that we can do to make a difference is we can, for instance, we can wash all our produce thoroughly before eating it. And a lot of things we can switch to organic. We can make our own products using household cleaners and essential oils. I like to use baking soda and vinegar, and then I add my thieves oil or lemon oil for that great, fresh, clean scent. Plus, you're getting all of those health benefits of the essential oils while you're cleaning with them. But what if you're not into the DIY cleaners? Young Living has totally got you covered with a whole Thieves line that is plant and mineral based. It's non-toxic, and it's made with therapeutic grade essential oils. It's powerful, smells great, and is actually really good for you to be inhaling. Unlike, you know, if you're cleaning with bleach, you definitely don't want to be inhaling that. But with Young Living and the essential oils, then you are actually getting benefits from that while using it. And here's some of the things that the Thieves line has: a fruit and veggie wash, dish soap, laundry soap, bar soap, household cleaner, which has replaced every other cleaner in my home, hand purifier, mouthwash, dental floss, toothpaste, and more, and that list just keeps growing. So DIYs are fun, but personally, when I can find a product that I like and trust, it's nice not to have to make it myself. So if you can relate, you'll be glad to know that Young Living is not just an oils company. They are, in fact, a lifestyle company. They have a variety of safe, toxin-free, effective products that come right to your door if you'd like, including your hair, oral, and skin care, nutritional supplements, as well as house cleaning products. So the lavender line are some of the most popular, but not your only option. There are shampoos and conditioners, lotions, hand soap. So the lavender mint shampoo is actually my absolute favorite. I love the way that it feels on my scalp. It is fantastic. And then all of the lotions are so silky smooth. They are wonderful, and they all have their own unique smell and their own unique benefits. So they are wonderful, wonderful product line there. And then there's also stuff for the kids. So my kids love their Kids Sense toothpaste, and I love knowing that there's no fluoride or artificial flavors or sweeteners. And I also love knowing that what I'm using on their little bodies isn't going to harm them. So the diffusers can double as night lights, and then there's vitamins, there's Mightyzymes to support a healthy digestive system. These products are gentle, they're safe, non-toxic, and effective alternatives made specifically for children. The children are susceptible to toxicity. They're more susceptible to toxicity because their bodies are smaller, so they absorb 40 to 50% more than adults, and they're at a higher risk for diseases later in life when they're exposed to toxins. And we can't forget about the skincare. Young Living has an amazing skincare line called Art. These are better than your high-end department stores products, and they're cheaper. So what is cool to think about is a lot of the cosmetic industry and the drug industry are actually trying to achieve the natural effects that we get from essential oils. And so here we have products that is the base of their essence, their substance. And so we definitely get awesome benefits with the essential oils. Okay, I need a drum roll, and this is for one of the things that I am most excited about right now that Young Living just came out with, and that is makeup. We just got makeup, and we are so excited. The makeup just came out at convention, and we are all like giddy little schoolgirls So many of us, we try so hard to do right by our health, but some things are just so hard to give up. So we women love our makeup, at least I do, and now I can feel good about wearing makeup again. And I seriously love it. So the foundation is a very light and smooth foundation. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. I am really pleased with it, and I know you will be as well. So let me talk for a minute about what is not in our makeup, because we're talking about all these things that we need to avoid. Well, there's stuff in our makeup that we definitely need to avoid as well. And some of those things are synthetic colors, dyes, fragrances, gluten, talc, bismuth, parabens, petrochemicals, mineral oil, nanoparticles, and phthalates. So Savvy Minerals makeup has none of those things in it. This is all natural, very good ingredients for you, and a fantastic makeup. So not only is it natural and light, but you can also build the makeup so that if you like more of a dramatic effect, you can get that with this makeup. So that's a quick rundown on some of the toxins just lurking in your home, and it's an overview of some of our products that are good alternatives. But seriously, we don't just have a ton of products. We have a ton of awesome products. And now you're probably feeling much more curious about what you use in your home and on your family. And you might be wondering, well, what makes Young Living different? Well, I'm so glad if you're asking that question and you're wondering that, then I'm really happy, because I feel like I've gotten something accomplished here today. I hope that you begin to ask questions, and I hope that you begin looking into things and not just taking everything on the surface, that you can start getting some of those toxins out of your home. And let me tell you, what makes Young Living different is seed to seal. Okay, Young Living proudly offers an extensive line of authentic essential oil infused solutions that represent the best of nature. It's all purity, no compromises, through the standards of the Seed to Seal program. And what the Seed to Seal program is, Young Living is in charge of everything that happens from the seed, which is all organic practices, to your doorstep. Okay, they oversee that whole process and do more testing than any company out there. They own their own farms, and you can actually visit them. So they welcome visitors and have many events at the farms for members to attend. How many companies let you see where their products come from? I mean, that is awesome. So I challenge you to go home and look at your products. Pay attention to what's in them, and to what is going on in your body. Everybody has their own choices to make when it comes to their health and their money. We started small, swapping out one product at a time. It didn't all happen just overnight. We are still actually adding products. It was just a couple nights ago, my husband said, "Doesn't Young Living have dishwashing detergent?" And yes, they do. And that's just something we haven't tried yet. So that's something we need to add in. So I hope that you've learned a lot and you're feeling inspired to go home and start checking out your products and start getting rid of some of this stuff. Start getting your house clean in a clean way. Young Living is a fantastic place to start with change. As you can see, they have something for every area of your household to help you to incorporate this new change. So not only are we the world leader in essential oils, but our oil infused products are of the highest quality, and they're all backed by the Seed to Seal promise. So let me tell you a few ways that you can get started so you can pick the one that is best for you. And most importantly is not necessarily how you start, it's just that you start. So let's start with the Premium Starter Kit, and this is actually my favorite way for people to begin using essential oils, is with the Premium Starter Kit, because then you get 11 oils, and then you will literally be able to tell anybody, I have an oil for that, anytime anything happens. So you get your kit and you automatically can start diffusing, so you can start getting the benefits of the oils aromatically. You can apply it topically where you have a need, or some of them you can take internally. And you will get fantastic benefits from using all of them, and each of them has their own properties and their own benefits, and all of that is listed inside of your kit. You'll also get 2 sample packets. Those are 2 ounces each of Ningxia Red, which is a fantastic drink, and I'll tell you more about that in just a second. But you'll get a bonus bottle of the Stress Away. That is fantastic. You can put your roller bottle on that, and you can just rub it straight onto your tense shoulders, or you can just inhale it or diffuse it. And then you also get some sharing vials and some sharing samples. So a fantastic way to start. You also get to pick your own diffuser, and that is my favorite. And then you can start adding your products as time goes on. So Thieves Starter Kit is another way to get started. And so we looked at a little bit of the Thieves line, but all of those issues that we talked about, the different products that you need to be getting rid of, well, Thieves has an answer for pretty much all of them, if not all of them. This is Thieves Essential Oil is made of a blend that comes from a legend of thieves who would rob the dead during the time of the plague. It was said that these men covered themselves with a blend of herbs that protected them from contracting the plague themselves. So this blend of immune-boosting oils has clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary in it. It's a powerful blend. It's effective in oral care as well as home care. So the starter kit comes with that 15 milliliter bottle of Thieves, and it can be diluted, rubbed on the bottoms of your feet, or you can add it to tea, or it can be diffused. So that is also a fantastic way to start. And then we have the Ningxia Red Starter Kit. So with your Ningxia Starter Kit, you get 2 bottles of Ningxia Red, you get a box of 30 Ningxia Red packets. So those packets are great for, they're awesome chilled, but they're also great for putting in your purse or keeping at work in your desk and taking them when you need a little boost, or when you need a little kick. Then you also get 14 tubes of nitro. And what these are is they're like a healthy alternative to your 5-hour energy, but you don't get the jitters and you don't get the crash. Plus you get all the items in the basic starter kit with this one. But you might be wondering, why would one want all of that Ningxia Red? So this is a superfruit antioxidant powerhouse. We call it a whole body nutrient infusion because it can literally benefit every system of your body. It's formed from the wolfberry puree, and wolfberries contain zeaxanthin, which is a carotenoid important to maintaining your healthy vision. They're also loaded with vital minerals, vitamins, and antioxidants. So wolfberries combined with the essential oils and the proprietary whole fruit blend that make up the Ningxia Red sport an ORAC score that is nearly double than what's found in acai berries, and it's 2.5 times higher than pomegranates. So what that ORAC score is just an antioxidant rating. So very high antioxidants. We were just talking about all of these things that we're exposed to regularly, all of these chemicals and carcinogens. And so what we flush those things out with is antioxidants. And so Ningxia Red is one of the great ways to do that. So it helps your immune system, your digestive system, like we said, supports eye health. It just literally every system of your body. Those of us who take Ningxia Red love the way it tastes, and we love the way that it makes us feel. But what if the makeup was what totally got you excited? So I love the way that Young Living has so many options for people to become members. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily matter how you become a member. What matters more is that you start making your changes. And Young Living makes that very easy to do. So you can become a member by purchasing the basic starter kit for $45. And then you can add your other makeup pieces that you want. So you can add an eyeshadow, a lip gloss, a misting spray, a foundation, blush, and bronzer. The really cool thing about the misting spray that you should get with your foundation is that you spray it on your brush and then you pick up the powder. And so what that does is it helps it to adhere to your face. So it's not like you're putting on just a loose powder. You're actually putting on a great foundation that has great adherence, and it's not cakey. It's gorgeous. I can't tell you enough about the foundation. It's excellent. So sounds good, but why do I need to become a member? So you don't have to become a member, friends. You can purchase your products as a retail customer. But let me explain some of the benefits of becoming a wholesale member, because that is really where it's at. You can simply enjoy all those products at retail price, or you can earn your products for free on Essential Rewards. On the Essential Rewards programs, you earn up to 25% back in free products. Plus, you're getting 24% off of retail price and reduced shipping as a wholesale member. So about every 3 to 4 months, I will cash in about $100 worth of stuff and get $100 worth of free product on the Essential Rewards program. It is an awesome, awesome program. And then there's the money. So did you know that you could earn money simply by, all you have to do is share your experiences and your love of oils with others? Really, seriously, what better way to earn an income than helping people to change their toxic lives? You don't have to share. You are permitted to keep it all to yourself, but the option is there. And then this is the 2016 income disclosure statement. I'll leave this up. I will leave this up for you guys so you can see, and just take a second to compare some of the money being made with the actual time that is being put in. Not many jobs are like that. I know you're ready to get your oils in your hands, so I won't keep you anymore. For more questions, or if you want to place an order, please go to www.lifeworthyoungliving.com. You can click Get Connected, place an order, or learn more. There's also a Contact Me button, and I would absolutely love to hear from you. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. I do hope you found this helpful and inspiring to go home and check out some of your ingredients and your products and begin making some changes. It is truly my passion to spread awareness on the true dangers of cancer and other diseases so that people can be proactive in their lives and avoiding it, so we can be empowered to take charge of our own health. Thanks again for joining me, and keep on learning.